Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing well. So in this video we are going to see how I started working as a freelancer, how I started getting jobs on Upwork, and is Upwork a right platform for you to work? And also I'm going to discuss how I became a top rated freelancer. So everything I'm going to discuss in detail. This video is going to be very useful if you are considering to work on Upwork or similar platforms, and the things you should know before jumping into this platform. Now, talking to something about my background, I am a mechanical engineer who has completed his graduation in 2017. After working for like 2 years and wasting 1 year like for preparing government jobs, I resigned from my last job in like June 2019, and you know I've always wanted to do something online. I know the power. I always believe that there is on internet is very powerful, and if you want to make something, if you are really interested in the internet, you can really make good amount of money by working online or doing other internet marketing stuff, right? So after graduating and after working and after failing in for preparing for competitive exams, I always wanted to do something alone, right? Independent. So after in June 2019, my next vision was to work as a digital marketer and to work in that domain. So I started learning about SEO and other stuff, right? So I was learning constantly, and I'm still learning. But I came across a forum called Reddit.com. So if you know, if this forum is very popular in USA, in Asian countries and developing nations, not very popular, but in USA it's very popular. So there are some small gigs people post there, right? Small tasks people post there. So I started taking that jobs, right? And in the meanwhile, I also had an Upwork account, approved Upwork account. But there, I was not getting any kind of jobs. I was applying there, but not getting any kind of jobs. But on Reddit, I started taking small tasks, and I started earning well. Like in 2 3 months, I started earning monthly $500 to $1,000 per month, and that is a good amount to earn in India. So India is a developing nation, so the expenses are quite low here. So that is a good amount to earn, and I started learning how to speak with clients, how to handle the tasks, how to complete the tasks on time, how to provide quality work to my clients. So I gained basically few skills from Reddit, right? After working on Reddit, there was Upwork, right? But I was not getting any job. There, still remember, there was like last in Upwork. What have to do is like there are some connections. You get limited connections, and you have to send a proposal. Every time you send a proposal, the connections get eliminated. So two connections were left. Connects were left with me, and that was my last connect. I applied for that job, um, and luckily, I got a reply from that client that he said me that my last client did not work well with me, and I want to complete this task. Are you available to complete this task? So I accepted that immediately. I knew that getting first job on Upwork is very difficult, and if you can go pass through this stage, then you can constantly improve and get more and more jobs on Upwork. So I completed that job was like getting contact details, from Yelp.com. That's a business directory. So getting contact details from restaurants. They wanted to raise some funds. So I completed that work. I got a good feedback from that client. So that feedback was acting as a testimonial that I would be using to get new jobs on Upwork. So that next client know that I can complete work and I provide quality work. So that's how my journey began in on Upwork. Maybe in August I started working full time on Upwork because I started getting more jobs after getting that first job, initial job. So this is how I started working on Upwork. And after that, I started constantly applying for new jobs and started getting long-term clients. And there is still a client with me working. I'm working with a client who is like say 5 months old. What I'm doing basically for him is like rewriting news articles. I have to write news articles. Um, so that is a long-term client. So you can also get long-term clients. So And after that, I started working. Initially, I started working. I was getting jobs. I was completing them on time. I, I was getting good feedback from client, and that's how my journey began. Now I will talk something more about Upwork. How is this platform? How was my experience with it? And is this the right platform for you? So now talking about my experience on Upwork, here is what I feel. So this platform is good for anyone because this platform has a lot of jobs available. Even if you don't have any skills, and if you succeed, there are jobs which do not require any skills. There are basic data entry jobs, web research tasks which not require much amount of skills that you can take and succeed in this platform. Basically, but initially you have to struggle a lot in getting a job. Initially is not easy. You have to stick with your plan. You have to apply to jobs which has low competition. You have to take the chance. You have to apply. You may have to buy some connects to get to apply to the jobs, but you should not give up initially. The initial stage is very difficult to get through this. If you get through this stage, you will start getting more and more jobs because you will have good testimonial from previous clients, right? So that one thing I think is that's what I experienced. Getting initial job is difficult. Now talking about rates, the rates are like for developing nation, people like us who are in India, the rates are very okay with us because we don't have that level of expenses compared to developed nations. So if you are from developing nation, it's a good news that you can really earn good amount of money. But if you are from developed nation like USA, then this is not a that great platform if you don't have good skills. You will require very high levels of skills to get high paying jobs, right? And that too also have competitions from us like Indians are also applying to that job who are also have a similar skill set and they are ready to work in the less amount. So if you are from developed nations, this is going to be really a tough decision to make if you are to work on this platform or not. Because we Indians can work, or we Indians or anyone from the developing nations can work from like $7 to $8 per hour, but from USA they need to work at least from $15 per hour to earn a good amount of work, right? So there is a difference, and the skill set also does not vary much. The skill set will vary only in tasks such as writing tasks, English communications. This is the only task that, and you will get a lot of competition if you are from developed nation. So this is what I feel. What are the pros of Upwork? I feel lot of jobs are there. Different jobs matching different skill sets. Um, I think the talking about cons, the cons are like the rates are like really low for developed people who are working in a developed nation like USA. Uh, Other thing is like their rate, their charges, fees. Upwork takes around 20% of your fees. Like even if you get like $10 jobs, $2 will go to Upwork. So if you get $100 jobs, you will $20 will go to Upwork. So this fees is very high, and you will have to compromise on fees. Like Upwork is charging very heavily. But if you have a client which is like long term basis, then if you cross that mark of $500, then there is like if you cross that mark of $100, $500 with one client, then the charges goes down. Like charges like 10% only it will cut. So you always have to look for clients which are on a long term basis you can work. So your fees will Upwork will charge you less fees. So that's the con, I would say. Now talking about some tips, if I want to give you to get a first job, first big task is to get your account approval because Upwork do not approve everyone's account. They reject a lot of account. But if you are a lucky one who possesses good skills, then definitely think of applying and then definitely consider this platform. But some if you are new and struggling to get jobs, some tips I can give you is like first start. For there are some jobs who are hiring lot of freelancer, like there are number which you can see in the down in the job description that hiring 20 freelancers, 30 freelancers. So target such jobs which are hiring lot of freelancers. So if you are newbie, chances are there you will get hired first. So that my tip for you to target jobs where you can get the initial break. If you once you get an initial break, there is no stopping. You'll keep getting new jobs and just have to upgrade your skills and bring big, build good portfolio to show the next client, right? Now talking about how I became a top rated freelancer, and is does this help getting new jobs, yeah, more frequently? See how I became top freelancer is I consistently worked on Upwork, and also I was also getting consistent jobs on Upwork. So that really helped me to get, um, that my job success rate is like 90% above. Now it's like 97% job success rate on Upwork. That you have to maintain. You have to maintain the earnings. Like you have to constantly earn. Like you have to get new jobs. So that Upwork do observe. And once you finish a job, there is an option to the client, right? Do you recommend this freelancer to someone else? So I was also getting good recommendation from my clients. That played a big role to becoming a top freelancer. I was also getting good, feedbacks that were acting. That was also good feedback, and there are 5-star ratings. So I was getting good 5-star ratings on Upwork. That definitely helped me to become a top rated freelancer. Now, does this help to get you more jobs? I don't think so. It does not help in getting more jobs. You need two, three things to get more jobs. Is good proposal. You have to send good proposal. You have to get into that client's head, what he wants to do, and what he's looking for a freelancer that he's going to hire next. You have to write proposal keeping that in mind. The second thing you have to look for is you have to build a strong portfolio. On Upwork, there is a portfolio option. You have to give a strong portfolio. Good feedback should be there, and I think that plays a very good amount of role. And you should have skills, basically, to show to your client that you can definitely work. Being a top rate freelancer, even I have to struggle to get new jobs, you know. So nothing is easy. Even if you are a beginner, even if you are a top rater, there is a constant struggle. You have to improve constantly in every field, right? So that's what I feel about being top rated and how I see it. That's it, guys. I think I covered basically all the things. If you have any doubt, then comment down below about Upwork, how to get approval on Upwork. I'll definitely help you. Just comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll make sure that I provide quality videos to you all. Thanks.